divorce is an out-of-court process to resolve all the issues in your divorce before.
Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. Look at this bull crap. This lady, even after admitting you might hate your spouse, would do this amicable divorce resolving stuff outside of court. I saw her on another video on YouTube that somebody had posted where she's sitting in her car saying, stay out of family court, go to ADR, alternative dispute resolution. That's mediation or arbitration. I would never, ever, ever, ever do or sign up for arbitration, because that's where a lawyer makes a ruling like a judge in their law office, sitting there doing their little power tripping. And then it's almost impossible to appeal that in some states like Washington. Then mediation, I have a whole video on mediation on my YouTube channel. If you type in how I got custody, mediation, or you go to my YouTube channel, in the magnifying glass above the main video, you type in a search, you put mediation, you'll find it. You can't do that on a phone. You can do it on a laptop, or maybe a desktop laptop, maybe an iPad, I'm not sure, or a tablet. This lady is sitting here saying, oh, let's resolve it outside of court. She had another video that says, this is how you stay out of court. Do ADR, alternative dispute resolution. If you're going to court and you can't get along, the purpose of court is to resolve disputes that you can't resolve outside of court. If you're going to go to mediation, if you can't resolve it, how does mediation miraculously fix things? It doesn't. It makes these pimps and hustling con slick oil salesmen people make more money. This lady has mediators that she likes, and they have agreements that, or lawyer friends that do mediation, and she might do mediation, and they have agreements, or they go to the same cocaine snorting parties or the same wife swapping orgies, and they say, hey, give me some deals and I'll give you my deals. Or maybe they trade sex or drugs for that's their barter system. I've seen actual stuff like that happen. Like, these people actually screw around with each other and all that other stuff. Excuse me. So she's sitting there saying, oh, don't go to court and fight. Do this miraculous, wonderful mediation process so my friends can make more easy money. Think about it. Mediation, you can just sit there and just chit-chat. They don't have to work. They don't have to study. They don't have to read your pleadings. They don't have to pay attention to you. They can just waltz in there and waltz out. Although there are attorneys out there, like there's David Contos in Kent, Washington, K-E-N-T. He's a substitute pro tem family law commissioner. He got caught at the courthouse having sex with somebody and got kicked off. And then a few years later, after everybody forgot, and then all the cases and people that were around at that time, 5-10 years later, he's back on that rotation. He also would sleep with a client for free services, and then he hired her. This is David Contos with a K, K-O-N-T-O-S, in Kent, Washington. See, these are the type of sick, deviant, psychotic, evil perverts that get in these positions. Like, what normal person wants to do family court? You got to be a weirdo. This lady is doing videos on her adventures in plastic surgery. So she's a fake, living in a fake, phony, detached world, just like the rest of them. So these people are all evil, demonic, psychotic, subhuman pieces of crap, and you idiots out there listen to their bull crap. It's like going to a snake oil salesman who says, hey, here's the cure-all for the cold or the flu or whatever. Drink this tonic. And then you drink it and nothing happens. And then you go buy it again from a different snake oil salesman. And then another one, you're like, one of these guys has got to have a tonic, because you're so emotionally desperate in your effeminate little feelings. You're just looking for a miracle to fix it, instead of growing some balls and doing something yourself. Like, in a situation like that, you're sick probably because you're fat and out of shape and you eat like crap. Change that. You're in a situation where you're getting railroaded in family court. Grow some balls and be a man and learn how to fight the right way. I got full custody without an attorney. I was a warehouse worker who flunked out of college. Everything I tell you guys, I actually did myself. The documentary, the Michael Jordan documentary, now I can't think of it. The Last Dance, what was it called? I didn't even watch it, but everybody's talking about what an a-hole he was. And he said, look, I'm here to win. And everything that I demanded of my teammates, I did myself. The stuff I'm talking on here, I did it myself. I wasn't a punk little sissy little biatch like you guys, just signing away, agreeing to mediation. I didn't surrender my daughter. I didn't say, oh, well, whatever the attorney says. If I would have done that, I might have never seen my daughter. People came to me, Goldberg and Jones, Divorce for Men in Seattle, said, you'll get every other weekend. I said, I work at night. I could be my daughter's daycare when the mother's at work. No, you'll probably still get it every weekend. These punks wouldn't even try and get me visitation with my daughter when the mother's at work. This is how sick and insane these idiots are. And you guys believe this bull crap. That's even more, you know, I can see these subhuman, demonic, evil, hustling con artists, sick, twisted, psychotic, sociopaths and narcissist attorneys doing what they do. That's frustrating. But when you guys sit there and follow it and you're such a bunch of punk little sissy little biatches that you don't care about your kids. Everybody talks about, I'll die for my kids, anything for my kids. And then when it comes time, there's a little bit of pressure in family court. Oh, please let me, where do I sign? Just make this go away. It just hurts my feelings so much. Yeah, the court system is oppressive. It is tormenting. I went through it. I got blindsided by it. I probably had a little PTSD from it because at some point I didn't even want to go out and check my mail because I didn't want to read and open the next piece of mail that says what a monster I was when all I wanted to do was be an involved father. You know, we let the whole country get, and the whole world get shut down for some fake, phony little bullcrap hysteria that had no cure. Excuse me, you guys know what I'm talking about. I was just shopping the other day and I saw some Clorox cleaner and it says, this cures that plague. How come there was no cure before? And now all of a sudden it's a marketing, there's an aspect of marketing to sell a cleaner product. Like Lysol said that it kills that type of all coronaviruses. And then everybody say, no, it doesn't. That's fake news or whatever. And now it's a talking point for a marketing strategy. So that whole thing was bullcrap. And almost everyone believed it because we just follow the leader like a bunch of dumb, moronic, dumbed down sheep. I mean, I'm being harsh with this stuff because people like this lawyer get up here and just say stuff and everybody just follows them. And then the reason I found her, because I was on a page, it's like Eliminate Family Court or Eliminate Corrupt Court or something like that. All the comments are, let's sue all the judges, let's do this, we got to stop them. And, you know, there's comment, like there's a guy on there saying the same thing the guys have been saying for 60 years. See, I read stuff, I pay attention. I'm not a dumbed down, brainless Neanderthal who hasn't evolved like most of you guys out there. And if you don't like what I'm saying, go to another page of a bunch of losers like the Father's Rights Movement, or go listen to the lead attorney, or go listen to, you know, whatever Butch Slaughter's name is. And he just sit there saying, we got to do something, we got to do something. And he's giving no answers. Stand up for yourself, but he's giving no answers. Like everybody else who has a great following that has no answers. Dad Talk Today, the Father's Rights Movement. Go follow them. Don't listen to me, a winner who actually won in court, that tells you the first answer is to grow some balls and be a man and fight for your kid and learn how to do it without an attorney, like I did and hundreds of others dads did, and thousands of others did better when they fired their attorney. Don't listen to me. I show you my winning court orders against an attorney with 47 years experience in the Court of Appeals. I mean, I got a reversal. You know, he ended up having 50 years experience. The mother's first attorney had 17 years experience. I destroyed guardian ad litems. The court never paid attention to any guardian ad litem report or recommendation in my case because I grew some balls. But, you know, don't listen to me. I get kicked out of fathers' rights groups because I tell them, look, get on the offensive, do contempt. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? They don't like that approach because they want to say, oh, we just want to ask for 50-50, while the mother's saying you're a mentally ill, psychotic, you know, domestic violence perpetrator and lying about you. You want to go in there and say, oh, she's wonderful, perfectly sweet, and she's withholding the children and committing child abuse, but I want 50-50. You look like a moron and you have no chance of winning. You have a better chance of getting full custody than you do 50-50. But you want to stand on your moral high horse and say, well, at least I took a stance on 50-50, and then you never see your kids again. What do you want to do? See your kids, or you want to win some brownie points for the Cub Scouts or for a Father's Rights Movement filled with a bunch of guys who all they do is give each other bad legal advice in these stupid little forums on Facebook? And then I come in and say, don't give your kid back to a mom with a child molesting boyfriend. Keep your kid and go to court and change it. And then I get kicked out for not following their lead, saying give your kid up for child molestation. Anyway, so this subhuman, airheaded bimbo witch is sitting here go to mediation, work stuff out. If you can settle at mediation, you can settle without mediation. Just agree and get it knocked out. If you can't settle, it's just a chance for them to sit around for hours of you guys talking and doing nothing and watching you guys come to nothing. And then all of a sudden the attorneys make thousands more. And then they say, well, you're just going to have to settle because I don't want to go to trial. Stop that bull crap.